Object properties. Knowing the object properties is very crucial when you are developing a logic and you wanted to ensure that it works as expected into your program. So object properties is actually a very important information that you need to not just understand but utilize into your program to perform the certain actions that you are trying to automate or to fetch the required information out of those objects. So let's see how to find out and review those object properties in this video. Best way to review and see those object properties is via debugging your code in a Visual Studio. I have already entered into a debug mode of this video and we are going to review the object properties information. I am into the middle of the code already. So halfway through this code is already executed and I am going to review few of the objects and its properties. Let's start with the object which is available here. The object name itself is a builder and this is the associative line builder object. Now, as it is a debug mode and IntelliSense is already active, what I can see is this particular bar, which gives me information about the builder along with its tag number, which ends with 55964. Now I will go and first pin this so that I don't miss it out. So I have pinned this particular object and I am going to expand it here. Once I expand this, based on whatever the object type is there for this object, we see the information related to that. The information is very huge. You could see here. It starts with the different parameters like associative, end angle, end at angle, end inferred constraint, end normal, end point, and so on. Further, if I scroll down, I get the limits, I get the start angle and its other parameters, start at angle, start normal, start point, and so on and so on. I even get the tag that we just talked about. We see other parameters like start, tangent, support, plane data. Now, as a developer, if I know what exactly I wanted to do with this object, I also know what exactly I wanted to find out in this object. For example, let me see, I would like to see the end angle. So what I can do is I can go and expand this one. And here I see the end angle related property of this builder. And I can even see the equation for that, which states that P140 is equal to 0. It means the end angle is set to 0 in this specific case. And if there are other parameters, for example, its name or even journal identifier, or if any other properties, so we can even see the information of those properties. Now I can even go and see the other things, for example, endpoint. So endpoint is just a tag and there is no further information here, but we could see that information very clearly stated here itself. Similarly, how I can go on and see the other information in these properties, be it limit, be it end tangent, be it the start angle, and so on. What we see in these brackets is that we see the type of that property, which is expression in the case of start angle, and we see one integer which is a 5-digit integer, which is nothing but the tag of that object. So we can see we do see different objects along with its tag in this information. So similarly, how we see the information, the properties of this particular object, we can see the properties of other objects. Now let's see the information of other objects. Now let's see the P0, which is a point 3D. Now if I expand this, I can only see three properties, which are X, Y, and Z, which are at this point of time are 0, 0, 0, because the value to this point 3D is not yet assigned. Now if I debug it further, means I execute this line, then I may see some data in the P0 object, which I can see as 1, 2, 3, which is very well matches with the code that we do have. Now, if I wanted to see the object properties for PT0, which is just a point, I can see some more information about that here, and which is its color, its coordinates, whether it is blank, whether it is occurrence, whether it is reference, its journal identifier name, its layer, even line font, line width, name, etc., etc. As this is the NX object, which is NXOpen dot point, we see more information about that in the window like this. So this is how we can find out the more objects properties, object properties of a object in a debug mode. And this object information is definitely helps us write the better code, the code that performs the exact expected thing.
Here I am introducing a course called C Sharp Essentials for NXOpen Customization and Programming. Enroll now and unlock the power of customization in NX. Don't miss out.